Hey, everybody, get in here. Get on up in here. Get on up in here. Get on up in here. Thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm going to let several more people get up in here. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I don't know the words, but just come on in the room. Come on, y'all. Come on in the room. Y'all know I can be silly when I want to. When I want to. This is my opening, y'all. When I want to. When I want to. When I want to. When I want to. When I I'm being silly. Just come on up in here. Get on up in here, y'all. Get on up in here, honey. Hey, y'all. Dan and Lori, Pastor West, Janet, Angela, Tammy, Miss Tanya, L. Rose, look, Tinkers, got names. Shantae, Deborah, Sandra, Tangela, Tawana, Rita Moore, Kim. Hey, Kim. Glad to see you back with us tonight, Kim. Tamara, Beneful, Deborah, another Deborah. Rachel Ray, Lady D. Yeah, who is this? Jania. Hey, Jania. Nikki B. Shantae. Six Nina. Hey, Six Nina. Miss Knees, I see you. I'm seeing some new people in here, y'all. Hey, y'all. Spoken, I see you. Collier Hall. Did I say that right? Rose Maxey's. Is that another Deborah? I might be the same one. Denise, Sonia, I see you, girl. Another Angela, Rima. Hey, girl. Hey, Lynn, Gwen. Yeah, Elevator Aura, Lavette. I see y'all in here. Natasha, Miss Brooklyn Girl. Come on up in here. Thank you for that super chat of $9.99. Thank you for those roses. I appreciate it. And thank you for the new membership, Miss Christina King. Yeah, baby. Let me post my cash app. I might need some help with some legal fees. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to post it anyway. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. Y'all know y'all have been sending me messages all day. All day. I can't read them all because that's a lot now. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. I may read them eventually, but not all of them in one day. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Yes, make sure y'all hit that like button, please. That thumbs up button before you sit down. And if you forgot to hit it before you sat down, just run back out right quick. Hit that like button and then just run back in here right quick. We'll wait for you. Hey, Des, the tea with Des. Hey, girl. Hey, R. Hankins. Yes. Hey, Jamaica. Hey, Diamond. Diamond Love. She said a little something. Yeah, I need a little something on that them lawyer fees. Now let me stop, y'all. She said, come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor, and he writes all my scriptions. The one of them old hymns. That's right, baby. That's right. Cheerleaders on deck. Hey, Janet. She said, cheerleader on deck. Hey, Crystal or Chris N. Hey, Valerie. I just want to speak to all y'all today. Can't sleep, come by with Chris. Hey, girl. Woo, today has already been a day. Oh, that's right there, girl. When I turned that light down, Lord Jesus. Did y'all see that? When I turned that light down, it made my little dark skin darker, child. Woo, Lord, honey. Listen, no offense to my light-skinned sisters in here, but if you dark If your skin is dark like mine, just throw a heart out there, honey. Just throw a heart out there. You got some dark skin like me. Because some days our dark skin be hitting, they ain't even gonna lie to you, child. Some days that dark skin just be popping in the mirror. It just pop. It just pop. Some days it do look action, you know, you got to put a little bit more lotion on and more moisturizer. But some days, honey, that dark skin go pop, pop, pop. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Depending on what it looks like outside, you know. You walk in the grocery store, you see some brother, and he just come up and say, oh my God, I just love your skin. And you be like, what is this dude over here trying to flirt? What he trying to flirt? Do he know I'm old and married? Does he know I'm old and married with 8 grandkids? And child, I said in a minute, I'm married. He said, ma'am, I didn't ask you that. Ma'am, I didn't ask you that. And I'm like, oh, I just wanted to put it out there. I don't want to get no confusions. I don't always wear my ring, but I'm married. I'm married. He said, I ain't asked you that. I just complimented you on your skin. I just told you I like your skin. Somebody said, I sent you a cash app. Oh, girl, you want me to go get my phone and see it? Child, thank you, Angela or Angie. I'm going to see it in a minute, baby, okay? My phone is dead. I've been on the phone, honey. I had to talk some, y'all know, I had to have some conversations today. Some conversations. Yeah, I just had to have some conversations today. But listen, tonight I want to discuss how to maintain a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship, whether you married, engaged, just dating, thinking about dating, getting ready to get into another relationship because you just got out of a one. I just want to speak on how to maintain a healthy relationship. There's a lot of us that have healthy relationships and they did not start off healthy, but that doesn't mean that it can't become healthy. It may not have started off healthy. It may have started off a little rocky, and you may even say, dang, this sucks. This relationship is crazy, horrible. That doesn't mean it has to stay that way. It does not. So I want to talk about, and I'm going to say this based on my experience, you know. And if anybody else want to chime in, you let me know, and I'm going to drop that link, and you can chime in if I've left anything out, if you had different experiences. But I want to chime in on my experience of maintaining a healthy relationship. Okay. Now I will say this. I have mostly ladies in here. I have about 2 or 3 guys that pop in here and there. This is definitely no disrespect to my women, because y'all know I rise for y'all. I am a woman at the end of the day. At the start of the day, in the middle of the day, I am a woman. But I got to keep it 100 with my ladies. I have to keep it 100 with my ladies, okay? So let me just say, based on my experience, how to maintain a healthy relationship. My number one thing, no matter how hard it is, no matter if you've been in a relationship where this was difficult, or no matter if you feel like you're going to become weak or whatever the case may be, my number one thing is being vulnerable. Being vulnerable. And that, in my opinion, based on my experience, that is, don't be afraid to tell your significant other how you feel. Your true feelings. Stop holding your feelings in. If something that they've said to you bother you, if you don't like it, don't call up your girlfriend and say, I don't like when he say I'm this or say I'm that. Tell him. Tell him. Be vulnerable. Tell him what, and I'm talking about a relationship. I ain't saying no booty call. I'm saying a relationship. When you get into a relationship, each relationship is different, right? So just because you got out of one relationship where you felt like you didn't have to tell him this because he can see it in you or whatever the case may be, it doesn't mean that next relationship that he's going to be able to know or read your mind. You got to keep it 100 with them. It bothers me when you say this. It bothers me when you don't do this. It bothers me that, like, say for instance, if you say, it bothers me that I motivate and empower you, but you don't motivate me. It bothers me that you continually ask me where I'm going, but then don't want to tell me where you're going. No, just keep it a buck. You know, that's that new word y'all say, keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. So I had to learn that. You know, a lot of people think, they say, she said, oh my God, Amora, being vulnerable is hard for me. But guess what? Being vulnerable, a lot of people think is showing weakness. It's not showing weakness. It's letting that person in your life know what you like, what you don't like, what you're willing to deal with, what you're willing not to deal with. But what hurts you? Your significant other needs to know what hurts you. Now listen, what hurts me might be different than what hurts you. But you have to keep it above. You have to say, you know what you said. A lot of us walk around being offended by our mate and not saying a damn thing. We just be so offended. We get in our feelings and they have no idea that they just offended us. You know, it's certain little trigger things that offend me. And I ain't gonna say them on here, but you know, but it's things that offend me that in the beginning, I didn't say anything about it. I just got mad. You know, we get mad and just hold shit in and we continue on. And eventually it's going to come out. But what I've learned is letting them know, listen, I don't like it when you say that. I don't like how you dismiss when I say this. I don't like it when you do this. They have to know. And then they might say something to you like, wow, I didn't know that bothered you. Well, it does bother me. That very much so bothers me. And then they like, dang, I didn't know you was soft like that. I thought you was hardcore. Oh, so that bothers you? Yes, that bothers me. Be vulnerable. Communication and being vulnerable is important. They need to know. They need to know that what they just said or what they did hurts you to your core. That hurts me. Now, here's the thing. Once they know that they hurt you, once they know that thing hurt you, and they continue to do it, that lets you know what type of person that you're dealing with. Because a man or a woman that loves you, and you just told them that what they said, what they did hurts you, and if they continue to do it, that lets you know a lot about them. Now, in the beginning, because you would have kept your mouth closed and ain't told them that it bothered you, and you just now told them that it bothered you, if it slips up again, if they say something, you will find them catching themselves and say, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to hurt you. Let me take that back. Let me digress. They'll say something like that. That's because they working on it. Especially if they, let's just say, if they say something like, let me give you an example. If they say something like, you acting like a child, and I'm just throwing that out there, right? You acting like a child. But if that bothers you, them saying you acting like a child, and you say that bothers me when you say that, and they say why, right? Because you know communication is key. They say, why does that bother you? Because I've always been, you know, whatever, like treated like a child. I've always been dismissed like a child, whatever, right? And I'm just using that as an example. You acting like a child. But if that bothers you, and you told them that, and they say, oh, I didn't know that that bothered you. Oh, well, let me refrain from saying that because I don't mean it like that, right? Communication. But being vulnerable and letting them know that you are hurt, because whether they stay out late and turn their phone off, you're hurt because they spend all the money in the bank account. You're hurt because they call you names. You hurt because they put their hands on you. Now they putting your hands on you. You need to exit stage left or play some grit ball. But I say exit stage left. Camilla said, I used to hit below the belt. He would say, see, you be going too far. I had to learn not to go in so hard, but he used to piss me off. Carmilla, yeah, you know we can hit below the belt. Us females are very notorious for being able to hit below the belt, but we do have to understand that men can't handle the same. Listen, no matter how they try to act like they're so hard or tough, I say tough, just know that their feelings get hurt, just like ours. Their feelings get hurt too. I remember, see, I have to be careful with what I say. But let me just say it like this. You know how we could develop a little love handles, right? You know, as you age, you're going to get a little love handles, whether you like it or not. You're going to get a little love handles, right? So I remember it was a time when in a relationship, I ain't going to tell y'all which one, but it was a relationship that I was in. And he wanted to point out my love handles. You're getting a little love handles right there. And I said, okay, look at your love handles, right? It crushed them. You said I got love handles? Yeah, you got the same little love handles that I have. What you mean? Oh, so now you trying to say I'm fat? I ain't saying you fat. I'm just saying you just said something about my love handles, and I'm telling you, you got love handles. Boy, they was in their feelings. You hear me? But it was okay when they pointed out my love handles. But nevertheless, I'm just saying. So yes, I agree with you, Carmilla. Us hitting below the belt hurt, and it stick with them too. It stick with us, but it sticks with them too. Trust me, they got their insecurities. But communication, being vulnerable, right? But also learning their love language, y'all. Everybody don't speak love the same way. They don't. Everybody don't speak love the same way. You have to find out, how does your partner speak love? And then you have to let them know how you speak love, right? Everybody don't love or show love the same way, right? You know, you have, I think, the 5 love languages. Y'all can help me with them. But I know affirmation, that's just giving compliments. You're beautiful. You're sexy. You know, just affirmation, you know, lifting that person up. You're so intelligent. You're so smart. You're an amazing man. You are a king. You are a queen. You are beautiful inside and out. That's affirmation, right? Some people love that way, right? They tell their significant other, you're my king, right? That's their way of saying, I love you. That's their speaking love, right? When they give their man or female all those words of affirmation, right? Somebody put one down there, acts of service. That's a huge one. That is my husband's love language. Honey, my husband is the type of man that'll go through the house and clean up, grocery shop, wash clothes, keep the cars clean. He do stuff like that. That is his way of showing that he loves me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. I didn't understand that in the beginning. I didn't understand that in the beginning. And I used to be like, you are showing me that you love me. But it took me having to go to counseling and learn the love languages to realize everybody don't show love the same way. Whereas other women, my girlfriends outside of our marriage, of course, used to say, Amora, girl, I wish I had a man like that. What do you mean? And I'm like, but, you know, I like hugs and kisses and touch and rubs. And I like the kisses behind the necks. And, you know, and then like, Amora, you got a gym. What are you doing? And I'm like, but I had to learn, right? And when I would go up to him, my love language is, I think it's called affection. What is it called, y'all? Something of affection. Oh, physical touch. That's what it is. Physical touch. So I would go up to him and hug him and kiss him and hold him tight and dance with him and stuff like that. And I could tell that he was just like, oh, babe, again, like, as if like, damn, you done hugged me 3 times today. But that's because, you know, well, damn, you know, I want to be so vulnerable with y'all, but I know people listening, but I don't give a shit. So I didn't receive that as a child, the love and the hugs and stuff. So that's what I longed for. So that's why I poured that into my kids. I know my kids, I know, honey, I hugged and loved on them so much that they know that now. So my kids know that that's my love language. So sometimes without even saying anything to me, they'll just come up to me and hug me because they know I love that. They know I love that, right? So it took a minute for my husband to realize that me hugging him and just wanting to just hold him tighter sometimes, it took him a minute for him to learn that that's how I show love. I show love through physical touch, right? He showed love through acts of service. So he picking up stuff off the floor, and I'm like, he don't never hug me. He ain't never hugging me. So we had to go to counseling and learn that. That's just a difference of showing love. Some love, and there's another love language of I wish I had them all pulled up, but like giving gifts, gift giving. Some people will go out and buy you nice, you know, flowers, cologne, perfume, jewelry. That's the way they express love, right? They think they're showing you that they love you by giving you nice things. Now that don't work for me, and that don't work for my husband. So we can X that one out the door. Now, of course, you know, special holidays, occasions, or whatever, we do whatever, but we share the same damn bank account. So it's not like buying gifts and you bringing me flowers and stuff like that is showing each other love. We look at it like, oh, okay. He'll literally ask me, babe, it's your birthday. What do you want? And I'll be like, okay, I want this. And he's like, okay, you got it. Seriously. We ain't no, oh, surprise. That ain't how we work around here. But there's another love language. So I said physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service. Physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, gift giving, and there's another one. What's the other one, y'all? Let me see right quick. I know there's another one. Hold on. I should have had all this pulled up, but I thought I knew them off the top of my head, really. I know there's a 5th one. What is it? It is, I'm pulling it up, y'all. I am pulling it up. Quality time. That's it. Now, the other one is quality time. Oh, somebody put it in down there. Thank y'all. I didn't even see it. So quality time, going to the movies, going out to dinner, sitting on the couch watching TV. So everybody have a love language, and then they have a follow love language, right? So that's mine and my husband's second love language. That's crazy, right? That's our second love language. Sometimes we could just sit in a room. He could be playing his game or watching a movie, and I could be on my iPad on social media, but we just want to be in the same vicinity with each other. We don't even have to be communicating with each other. We just want to be up under the same area space, right? That's our second love language. So it's important to learn your first love language and your second love language. And then it's important to express that to your mate. Now, your mate may be more in tune with you and may be able to pick it up. But if they're like me and didn't know anything about love languages, they're not going to know what you're talking about. So discuss the love languages with them and just say, hey, baby, let's identify each other's love languages. Here are the 5. Which one do you identify with? Have that conversation with your mate. There's nothing wrong with that. And then stop trying to get them to love you the way you love them. You got to learn their love language, right? If their love language is acts of service, like my husband's is, then I have to know when he's doing things, all this shit he does for me, and Lord knows he does a lot. He does a lot, right? I have to stop getting upset because he's not hugging me and kissing me the way I want him to. However, if he understands my love language, which is physical touch, he can't get upset and want to push me away when I want to hug and kiss. So what I'm trying to say is I have to accept his love language and he has to accept mine. So once you accept each other's love language, you actually still going to get this. You're going to get what you want because you're going to show him love the way you show love. And he's going to show you love the way he shows love. And then that second love language just spin it all around. It just, woo. You know, you're both talking each other love language when you do that second love language together. But find out your husband's or your wife's, find out your partner's love language. Talk about it. Talk about it, right? And understand this, because I had to understand this too. Women and men do not think alike. So a lot of us women be thinking, oh, he's so dumb, he's so slow, because he don't catch on the way we catch on, right? And they think we crazy because we got 11 ways of doing the same shit, right? We can have 5 different ways of doing one thing, and they wonder why you couldn't just do it like this. And you're like, well, baby, because you get the same results. If you do it like this, this, and this, they don't think that way. And you got to understand a man and a woman do not think the same. So women, stop thinking they dumb and slow, because they ain't dumb and slow. They just don't think the way we do. Our mind sometimes is a little complicated, just a little bit. And what I mean by complicated is because we analyze things. I'm an analyzer. I analyze a whole lot of shit. My husband has told me that so many times. Babe, goddamn, you're over analyzing. And I do, because we think of every which way it could be done. We think of every which way it could be done, and they don't. They think all you got to do is put the kid and turn it like this. We like, yeah, but you don't have to do it that way. You can lift up the handle. You can rotate it to the left. You can, you know what I mean? It's a whole different ways. It's a whole different way for women to tell you how to get it done. And don't mean that it's wrong. We just overanalyze shit sometimes. And there ain't nothing wrong with it. But men don't understand that. We just be like, oh my God. Oh my God. We think they have small minds. That's just because we all over the place sometimes. But that don't mean that we're dumb. We're actually smart. But we're smart, but they're simple. They're not dumb. They just simple. They just simple. Which is not a bad thing. Ain't nothing wrong with being simple. But we just be like, but you could have, You could have easily just did it this way too, and it would have worked. You know, we like to show off. we like to show off what we know sometimes. You could have just did it like this, or you could have did it like that, and they're like, I got it. And you be like, okay, whatever. Yes, but women, we do overanalyze every damn thing. We overanalyze. I know I do. I be Lord, in the kitchen, honey. Me and my husband really can't cook together because I use too many utensils, right? Because I feel like if you stir macaroni with this spoon, then you can't stir the collard greens with this spoon. That's how I operate. You gotta have a spoon for the macaroni. You gotta have a spoon for the greens, right? You gotta have a different spoon or spatula to turn the meat. That's how I operate. Whereas my husband thinks, my wife is using all these utensils. And I'm like, let me do it. Don't come in here asking me, why am I using 5 utensils when you've been knowing this about me for 15 years, almost 16. Let me do it. I'll wash dishes. And he said, you do this all the time. Yes, I do. But people have their pet peeves and whatnot, but that's how I do it, right? So love language, communication, being vulnerable. And guess what else, y'all? Space apart. Space apart. Stop thinking that just because y'all in a relationship, that y'all got to be up under each other all the time. You don't. Listen, everybody needs space apart. You even need space apart from your damn kids if you got a young baby. If you got young kids, you need time away from your children. But you also need time away from your spouse, your significant other, your partner, whatever you want to call them. You need space apart to breathe. You need space apart to miss them. You just need space apart sometimes to think, to clear your head. You just need space apart. Now, however long that space is, sometimes you might need a weekend, believe it or not. You might want to do a girlfriend trip. Sometimes it might just need to be a couple of hours. Sometimes it might just need to be all damn day. Go do a whole day spa day. But they need space apart from you too. Yeah, they do. They need space apart from you. Don't think that you need to know what everywhere, where they at, what they doing. Well, you do. I mean, you know, out of respect, you tell them where you're going and stuff like that, right? But they ain't got to call you 50, 11 times while you out. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? No. Let them relax. You relax. Then when y'all come back together, it's going to be fire. Yeah, baby, it's going to be fire. But don't sit here and just want your significant other, your partner, your love, your boo thing. Don't want them to sit up under you all goddamn day, all week, all month. No. And you know what, women? Let me tell y'all a secret. It ain't nothing wrong with going to buy some tickets to a football game or something like that and say, baby, I got this for you and one of your friends, whoever you want to go with. Here you go. Go to the game this weekend, baby. This is on me. He's going to be like, damn, you for real? You be like, yes, baby, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. He's going to be like, what? Yeah, and it ain't nothing wrong with him coming to you and saying, baby, I just bought a 5-hour spa package for you. Go to the spa. It's 5 hours and it includes lunch. Child, you take that damn certificate, you run down there and book your appointment quickly. And you spend 5 hours on you, enjoying you. And eat your lunch, sip your teas, and be like, woo, damn, my king love me, shit. Look what he did for me, honey. Listen, time apart is needed. Listen, you sit there under your man all day long, you gonna find something to argue about. I'm trying to told you, if you sit up under him and he sit up under you all day long, you're going to start arguing about the goddamn lint on the couch. Why that lint on the couch? Yeah, it didn't get there until you sat down. I'm just throwing shit out there, you know? But you'll find something to argue about. Trust me. It'll be fog in the air. You'll blame it on him. Why the TV stacked? It's because you came in the room and once that before you got here, everything was fine before you showed up. You know what I mean? Hey, COVID, during COVID, the pandemic, a lot of people got a divorce. You want to know why? They got a divorce or they broke up because they wouldn't let you outside like you normally can go outside. So you was forced to stay under the same roof with your significant other. And guess what? You start pointing out shit that you didn't notice before. Damn, I don't like the way you laugh. Damn, you walk hard when you walk in the morning. Or damn, you hear all that. You ain't got nothing else to do. So somebody said the pandemic almost ruined everything. Being stuck up under them all day. Exactly. They was with each other all day and realized they couldn't stand each other. Because when you spend too much time together, you're going to find something that you don't like. I'm trying to tell you. And it's because it's your mind playing tricks on you is what it is. It's not necessarily that you don't like it. It's just that goddamn you feel smothered. You feel smothered, overwhelmed. You're like, shit. It's not that you don't like it. It's just too much. You need a break, especially if you live in like an apartment. Good Lord. It's only so far you can go in that damn apartment. That's why me and my husband believe in big houses. We believe in big houses. Because sometimes you need to get out my face. And sometimes I need to get out your face. Now, you're going to have those times when you just want to sit there, watch a movie, put your leg across his, eat popcorn, play your video games on your phone. Sometimes you're going to want that. But sometimes you're going to want to get the F out of my face. For real. It's times of the month that just depend on what you ate, hormone imbalance, whatever you want to call it. It's sometimes of the month you don't want to be bothered with nobody. Your friend, your mama, your sister, your kid, and your significant other. Sometimes it may last a day. Sometimes it might last a whole damn week. There's nothing wrong with time, space apart. It's not. Another thing is y'all need to continue to date. Right? Hold on a second. I need some water. Y'all know I got acid reflux, so I have to keep my throat wet. Hold on. You have to continue to date, right? So listen, going out on a date don't always have to include money. So if you say, oh, I don't have money, we can't go nowhere. Incorporate a date however you want to, right? My husband and I, we walk together. They call us the walking couple. They called us that in North Carolina. They called us that in Tennessee. They called us that in North Carolina, and now they calling us the walking couple in Vegas. Oh, there go the walking couple. Oh, I always see y'all walking. Yes. So that's a date, right? And sometimes on that date, we talk about the day-to-day activities. Like, okay, so what'd you do today? Even though we're under the same damn roof, you would think that we could talk about that at dinner. You could think we could talk about that watching TV. But we go on a date and we talk about what, how we feel. We talk about the future. When the next time we going to Venus? When the next time we going to Paris? When the next time we going to do this? Or we haven't been in Jamaica in a while. We talk about our kids because we got 5 grown kids and 8 grandkids. We say, when the next time we're going to go and see this grandbaby or that grandbaby? We make plans. Like, we literally walk and talk about us. That's our time. That's our day. But no, everybody ain't got to do the same thing. Some people have gardens. Some people, get in a yard together. I don't do that. I ain't no yard person. But they date, however, whatever you do. Go bowling. I'm trying to think of things that don't include money. I know ours is walking, maybe washing the car together, whatever, right? Whatever. Y'all drop down. What do y'all do for dates that don't include money? That's what I want to talk about. Dating that don't include money. She said that's what me and my husband been doing too, going for walks. Yes. So walking is good. Walking is free. And guess what? You burn off a few calories. But you can just go on a date with your man. Leave the house and go on a date. Now, if you got extra cash, go on a date. Go out to eat. Go bowling. Go hiking. Go skydiving. Go a weekend giveaway. A highway driving. Sometimes me and my husband just drive down the strip. And y'all know, if y'all here in Vegas, the strip is freaking, you're going to see some of everything on the strip. Sometimes we get in our car and just drive down the strip. Walk on the beach. Walk the dog. Okay, I sit at the lake. Okay, go fishing. Yeah. But you got to keep dating. You can't just get married and don't date. You can't just get married and don't date. Or even if you boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, boyfriend and girlfriend, 9 times out of 10, you still dating. It's us married people. We get married and think that we don't have to go on a date no more. But you do. Somebody said, go get ice cream and ride around. Yeah. Do kid shit. I remember one time, y'all ain't gonna believe, when we was in North Carolina, my husband was talking smack and he was like, oh, I can beat you. I used to run track in high school, y'all. I made it all the way to the 12th grade running high school until I got pregnant, but that's a whole nother subject, right? But I was a track star. I was a runner. I was a track star, right? So we were talking smack to each other. He was like, girl, you ain't fast. I was like, I'm faster than you. He said, yeah, right. You ain't fast. So we challenged each other to a race. Now we old, y'all. We old. But guess what? We was outside in the middle of the road doing some on your mark. Get set. Go. And our old asses was running. Now we was hunting. when we finished, we both was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Now he said he let me win, but I say I won. But he said he let me win, but whatever, right? Y'all know I beat that ass. Y'all know it. Y'all know I beat that ass. But I was hurting. I ain't gonna lie, I had to get emotional. Because the body don't just take off running like that. But I had a point to prove. You ain't gonna beat me. You ain't gonna beat me. He said he let me win, but whatever. Whatever. But what I'm trying to say is you got to do fun stuff together. I remember in Tennessee, we had a trampoline in the backyard for the grandkids, right? We both, with our big asses, grown asses, old asses, whatever you want to call it, we on the damn trampoline, just jumping. The damn grandkids came out there and jumped with us, You got to date. You got to keep it fun. You got to laugh at it. And that's another thing. You got to be able to laugh at each other and laugh at yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with laughing at yourself. Keep it fun. Keep it funny. Keep laughter in the relationship. My husband was, this is when our bedroom was upstairs. He had a basket of laundry. And he was coming downstairs, and I was already downstairs. I was on the couch. I think I was on the phone or whatever I was doing, right? And he had a basket of laundry in his hand, and something fell out the basket. I don't know if it was a sock, a shirt, or whatever the hell. But he slipped on it. And he came. My husband is 6 feet tall. My husband is a big guy. Y'all seen him. and he slipped on whatever the hell it was and came tumbling down them damn stairs. That shit was funny as hell. Do you hear me? Like, people say, oh, you're not supposed to laugh until you ask them, are they okay? I couldn't even get, are you okay, out my mouth. I laughed so hard. It was so damn funny. It's still funny to this day. That shit was so, because you got to imagine a big guy and all you hear is that shit was funny, y'all. But I laughed. But you know what was more funnier than the fall? My husband fell. You know, they're dramatic, child. They're dramatic as hell, right? So he fell. His head was down. That joker peeked up to see was I looking at him. You know what I mean? That shit was to die for, y'all. It was funny as hell because he wanted to make sure to see that of course, I noticed that you can hear it sound like thunder, right? But he peeked up to see was I looking and then put his head back down as if like he wasn't peeking. That shit was funny. But you got to be able to laugh at each other. Now, we laugh about it today. We laugh. It's funny as hell. You know, before he's like, I can't believe you laughed at me. I'm like, this shit was funny. Was I not supposed to laugh at that? I should have got that shit on camera. I swear it would have went viral. That shit was funny as hell. I'm trying to tell you. As hell. But you got to be able to laugh at each other. Laugh at each other's mistakes. One day I was like, we was running late. And I'm like, baby, I got to go back in the house. And he was like, why? I said, because I left. I can't remember what it was. I said, I want to say it was my glasses. It was either my glass. It was something that I had on me, right? So I ran back in the house and I'm looking for it. And I came back out. Hey, I can't find it. We can't leave. I need this. And he's like, well, baby, where'd you put it? I'm like, I don't know. So I ran back in the house. I'm looking for it again. I come back out. I'm like, babe, we cannot go. I need this. And he was like, babe, I think it was my glasses. I can't remember. It was a while ago. He said, babe, they on your face. And I said, or something like that. It may have been my keys, or I don't know. I think it was my glasses. And I said, and I was like, oh, what? And I'm like, holy shit. I laughed at myself because, yeah, that was a dumb moment. I had a dumb moment. I went blank. Whatever it was, well, I can't remember if it was my glasses. Whatever it was on my person. It was on my person. And we both laughed, cracked up laughing. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at each other. You gotta laugh at yourself. Learn to laugh at yourself, and they gonna laugh at you. You just laugh together. Enjoy the damn laugh. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Another thing is pillow talk. Pillow talk. Y'all know what pillow talk is. Your spouse, your significant other, your partner should be your best damn friend. You should be able to talk to them about anything and knowing it ain't going to get out your house. You should be able to talk to your significant other before you can talk to your mama, before you can talk to your best female friend, or, if there's a guy, your best buddy or whatever. You're supposed to be able to have conversations that it's going to stop right there. I can tell my husband anything. So let me tell you what we do. So let's just say we friends, me and you tell me something funny or something that's going on in your house. I'm going to talk to my husband about it. I'm going to say, baby, guess what? So we gossip together, my husband and I, if that's what you want to call it. Right? But we pillow talk. We will wake up, and before we get out the bed, well, we get out the bed maybe, because we getting older. You got to use the bathroom when you first wake up in the morning or whatever. But when we get back in the bed and we just chill and be like, baby, Deborah called me and said such and such, and he'd be like, she did? I'm like, yeah. She told me that her husband did da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, for real? Why would he do that? Yes. There's nothing wrong with having conversations with your significant other that you don't want nobody else to know about. Just y'all two. Right? Pillow talk. Yeah. Your husband be knowing all your damn girlfriend business. But you be knowing all his homeboy business. But you ain't going to tell it. Because you ain't going to tell y'all partners. You ride together. what you do. You become rise. Yeah. And while we talking about pillow talking, intimacy, intimate sex, whatever you want to call it, intimacy that's going to lead to sex, right? Be intimate. Even if you don't feel like it sometimes we be like, oh, shit. I don't feel like doing that because I don't want to have to get up and take a shower. But guess what? You need it. So set a rule in your house. Set a rule in your relationship and say, honey, we got a 2-day rule. 2 days is the most that we can go without. And then we need to refuel each other. Now, some of y'all might say 1 day, some of y'all might say 5 days, whatever it is, whatever y'all agree on. Whatever you know your limits are, because y'all know when you're not intimate, when you're not having sex, having sex release is just like exercising, right? What do they call it? It release endorphins, or how do you say that, right? It releases something, right, inside of you that give you another boost of whatever the hell it is, right? I don't know all them little medical term words and whatnot or whatever. But what I do know is, she said endorphins. Okay, endorphins. What I say? Endomorphins. Oh, Lord. Endorphins. Thank you, Tiara. But you start stressing out and stuff like that. But then when you're able to just kind of release, you know what I mean, through intimacy, through sex, it just restarts and it calms you down and it clears up a whole lot of shit. Seriously. So know how long that you can go without you start, acting, look weird out for it. Now, some people are not sexually active and they can go a long time and, and they fine, but some of us can't. Some of our men can't, some of our women can't. You know your limit. And when you reach your limit, but see how I just believe that you should set a time so both of y'all will know. It ain't no guessing. It's been 2 days, so we already know what tonight is. You know what I mean? Or 5 days or 10 days, whatever. Whatever it is, right? She said, well, I ain't releasing nothing because I ain't getting none. Lisa, are you in a relationship? She said, I'm constantly stressed. Girl, we might have to send Miss Lisa a toy. You can always get you some, girl. We do know that you don't have to have a man to get you none. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. She said, oh, we like to go to the boathouse. Oh, yeah, go on to the boathouse. Do what you got to do, though. But release yourself. You know what I mean? And he going to release himself. So just, you know what I mean? Marriage has its benefits. Living together in the same house. She said, no more. I haven't had any in 4 years. Woo, Lord. Jesus. 4 years? Oh, my God. Child. Woo. We're going to have to send somebody your way, girl. But marriage has its benefits, right? Being in a relationship under the same roof has its benefits, right? You don't have to go and search for someone to be able to connect with on a sexual level. You don't have to be with Tom, Dick, Harry, Brian, Ben, and Reggie. You just have that one person, right? He using you to get his rocks off. You using him to get your rocks off. That's a win-win situation. Y'all give each other high fives, shake each other's hand, and be like, all right, until 2 more days or whatever, I see you tomorrow. See you 2 more days, whatever, Yes, intimacy that leads to sex will also make the relationship healthy. I have a girlfriend that told me one time, at least I'm up here saying that you're 4 years long. She told me, now this is my friend. She was, they're not together no more, but she was married. They were living in the same house. They shared children together. And she said they hadn't had sex in 8 years. 8 years. I said, what? How? And she told me her reasons or whatever the case may be. But 8 years, and they actually lived in the same house. They were married. They wasn't like separated. They wasn't like, contemplating a divorce. They were together. Years. How in the hell did you let that happen? No, I don't know. That would have been a conversation like 8 days in, unless it was a medical issue, unless, he or her was sick, but that wasn't the case. She said, girl, it's been 8 years. I said, what? She said, we just got so wrapped up in doing this, that, and whatever. And 8 years later. Now, I find that kind of weird. Because I would think in 8 years, somebody going somewhere. Because it wasn't no medical issue. But anyway, that's there. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're not careful, that can be you. If you're not careful, you and your relationship, that can happen. But I think when it happens, or if it happens, there's going to be a disconnect. There's going to be a disconnect, an emotional disconnect, a physical disconnect, and a mental disconnect. So if you're in a relationship, that's important. It may not be the most important, but it is important. I say it's your top 5. A lot of people don't agree with me, but it's okay. It's a top 5 in our home. You can place it wherever you want to, but that's a top 5. That connection is a top 5 for us. Yeah. And then, of course, your boundaries. You're never going to cross your boundaries with each other, no matter how mad you get. And that's even taking things off the table. But that goes with the communication. Some things got to be took off the table. Like I told y'all with me, I used to threaten to divorce all the time. I had to take it off the table. My husband like, don't say it unless you're going to do it. Take it off the table. So certain stuff have to be taken off the table. Whatever it is. Find out what it is. And then just like how the military have 0 tolerance for this, 0 tolerance for that, you need to implement a 0 tolerance policy in your relationship. 0 tolerance. I will not put up with blank. I will not deal with blank. 0 tolerance. Take it off the table. Take it off the table. Take it out of discussion, It's been times, even after we made that commitment, that certain things will be taken off the table. I feel myself getting ready to say it, and I have to stop and think, like, damn. I said I wasn't going to say that no more. I can't. Right? I can't say it. So you got to catch yourself. Catch yourself, no matter how mad you are. Catch yourself when you know you about to say something wrong. Catch yourself. Catch it, because I'm telling you. Then eventually, you don't think about it no more. You already know. You already know. So you handle it a little different. You know what I mean? That's when you say, you know what? I gotta go take a walk. I'll be back. Whatever, But you gotta create these boundaries. We're not gonna veer from this, we're not gonna step outside and do this. We're not gonna, set those boundaries, those rules, those policies, whatever you want to call it. Set them. If you don't have them set yet, set them. Never too late to set them. We set boundaries 6 years in. Y'all heard it from me. We set them 6 years in because enough was enough. 6 years in is when we set boundaries. So don't think, oh, it's too late. I didn't let him get away with this, or I didn't let her get away with this. And you know what I mean? No, set them. It ain't too late. Set them. And then stand on it. Set them and follow them. Stand on it. This is what it is, right? We're not going to go outside of it. Not going to go this way. Not going to go that way. We're staying right here. Right here. Zero tolerance. You have to have zero tolerance for certain things, right? She says, Will and Jada relationship is they still married but separated, not physically involved, but not defined as a married couple. Oh, really? I don't know nothing about that one right there. They both weird to me. You know? But everybody's relationship is different. If you are okay with certain things in your relationship, express that. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. You know? Everybody's relationship ain't going to go the same. And another thing, stop comparing your relationship to your best friend relationship, or to your sister relationship, or to that damn person on TV relationship when you know that's some fake ass shit, or to some social media influence relationship because that's some fake ass shit, right? Stop comparing your issues, your relationship, your problems. Stop comparing it with someone else. Be like, oh, well, Amore husband does this for her. Well, Amore husband does this, you know. I've heard that a lot. You know, get mad. They be like, man, you just got me in trouble because you washed the car for Amore and now my wife tripping. Stop comparing your marriage, your relationship, your situationship with somebody else's, because you never know what it took to get that man to wash that goddamn car. You don't know what it took to get that man to open that door. You don't know what it took to get that woman to go in there and cook every single day for you. You don't know what it took. Stop comparing your relationship with someone else's. Stay within your boundaries. Stay within what y'all agreed to. And another thing, when you're setting those boundaries, you know, I used to didn't believe in roles in relationship. I ain't gonna lie. I used to say, you do this, I can do it too. I can do this, you can do it. I used to not believe in roles. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say we are a 100% role-driven couple, because we're not, right? I used to say I didn't believe in it at all. But now, once I learned a little bit, I do understand that there are some roles in a relationship that I just let him have and he let me have, right? Some things that we automatically know he's going to take care of and automatically know I'm responsible for, right? We had to set those too. Now, we ain't no traditional role, man do, woman do, no. Like I said, within our boundaries, we set what it is that we do, and that's how we do it. But there are some things, y'all, that I do give to him, or he gave to himself, really, and that he said, now this is your responsibility, right? It ain't what y'all think. Weird. It's little stuff, but you know. But one of the things I will say is, us women have to let our man be the man. Let him be the man. God damn it, let him be the man. Shit, they want to be the damn man. They want to be the damn leader. Let him lead. Let him lead. Let him lead. Even though you know you're going the wrong damn way, let him lead. You be like, you just saw the damn sign say dead end, but they want to turn any damn way. Let them turn it. Let them turn it. Let them see that it's a dead end. You knew it was a dead end 5 miles ago, because it said dead end in 5 miles. But guess what? They want to go anyway. Let them go. Shit. Let them figure it out sometimes. They don't like us always trying to figure it out for them. Oh, I just said shit. Why stress? Let him figure it out on his own. It keeps the noise down because you know they can't stand us trying to tell them what to do. Stop trying to tell me what to do. Be a passenger driver. Stay a passenger driver. You be like, all right, no, okay, all right. Sometimes you just got to do it. You knew it was a dead end. You saw the damn sign. I don't know what they was looking at. But let them go on down that dead end and just turn around and don't you say shit. Don't say, I could have told you that it was a dead end. Why? What you gonna tell him for? He see it now. He see it. You just said to yourself, big dummy. But don't say it out loud. And there ain't nothing wrong with saying things in your head that don't come out your mouth. You be like, you big dummy. She said, I struggle with letting them lead. I talk too much. Tiara, you got to stop. Somebody said, now that's a hard one or more. I know it is, but you got to stop. Hey, do what QC said. She said, just keep looking out the window. I love it, QC. Or looking through your phone like you texting somebody. Like you looking up a recipe. I wonder how to make chicken Alfredo homemade. Just look out the window, baby. Winnie the Pooh says, Tiara, I might be wrong, but I feel that we're more commitment to the relationship than Jada, but she wanted to be swinging. Oh, okay, you talking about something else. Tammy said, yep, I let my husband get lost all the time. Ja. Oh my God. And you know you be wanting to say something so bad, but you just can't. You just gotta be like, keep it just whatever, right? She says, I am learning that so far so good. Good. There you go, Boca Mosa. You have to. And then they might look at you and be like, I know you want to say something. You be like, say what? What are you talking about? Act like you don't even know. Act like you don't even know. You're like, say what? What are you even talking about? I know you want to say something. I just know you want to say something. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm good, babe. You got it. We still got time to be there. We still got time. Knowing you be wanting to bust out laughing. She said, my husband will date. Do you want to drive in? Oh, he'll say, do you want to drive in? That's why you got to let them drive. She said, not me. I said all them. I say it, LOL, damn dummy. Nah, you can't say it. It hurt their feelings. He's like, I'll like pull over. Let's ask somebody. Oh, that's what you would say? Pull over and let's ask somebody. It hurt their feelings. Some stuff does, especially if you call them the big dummy. Say that to yourself. You know how when we were kids and our parents used to say this or say that, and then we want to say something to them, but we walk off and say it up under our breath. That's how you got to be. Say it under your breath, child. Turn your head and just be like, and keep it moving. Call him a big dummy in your head, girl. Just don't let him hear it. And that's another thing. Pet names, not degrading names. No matter how mad you get. You can call him a pet name like Sugar, Baby, Honey, Boo, Musafa. Musafa. But listen, pet names, not degrading names. No matter how mad you get. Now that was me. I had to learn that. Ooh, Lord. I called my husband an MF one day. I didn't even think that much of it. Now, this was years ago. Years ago. I called him an MF, right? I didn't think no big deal. It had to be shit. 5 or 6 years down the road, we was having a conversation, and that joker said, "You called me an MF." Like, what? That was a long time ago. I know, but you called me an MF. I don't like being called an MF. I'm like, but I ain't called you no MF lately. I know, but you did. I'm just like, oh my God. If you ask him now, if I say I don't call my husband names, he will say, yeah, you call me an MF. But that was so many years ago, like 2009, 2010. They don't like that. So no name calling, honey. Because then you don't want him to call you a name because you know we're going to cut the food. You already know we cutting the food. We cutting the food. So we can't do it to them either. No matter what. We can't say, I used to, ooh, my mouth. Ooh, Jesus, honey. All I can say is thank God for counseling and coaching. I had to learn. I did. We all have to learn. My husband didn't call me names, but he said the reason why I don't call you names, he said, because one, I know you can't take it. And two, I know you're going to throw it back up in my face. Right? And he said, 3, I know I'm going to have to, well, same thing. I'm going to have to hear about this forever. I'm going to have to hear about this forever, so he don't call me names. She said, Daniel Moore, not mofo. Yes, I called him a mofo. I was mad. But now I know he don't like it. I know he don't like it at all, so I ain't doing it. As don't think I don't get mad now. I'll be like, ooh, but I don't do it. I don't even think about doing it now. Not derogatory names that's gonna hurt their feelings. You don't want to do that. She said, I used to say sap sucker. I heard the word so long. I have not heard sap sucker in so long. Oh my God. Tandra, where you live, girl? Sap sucker, you old sap sucker. That's a southern word right there, sap sucker. I ain't heard that in so long. Oh my God. She said, sometimes I call by his name and he don't call me that. What do you call him? B person. That's one of my biggest problems is my mouth, Lisa. that's every woman probably in the relationship. That's every woman problem in the relationship. Our damn mouth. I don't know what God was doing when he created us with this damn mouth. That's the majority of our problem. Our mouth. We know how to cut like a knife. We know how to cut. You're like, okay, you better leave me alone now. I'm trying with you. Keep on. I'm going to get you. Y'all know we be, woo, child. We can cut them. They be like, oh, I can't believe you said that. I told you to leave me alone. But if you want to stay in a healthy relationship, and now we got to control it. We can't let it control us. We got to control it, y'all. We really do. You got to control it. You got to consider that your significant other's feelings. Consider their feelings. You know it's about her. Y'all know we can break them down like an M16. Y'all know it. What the hell? I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Y'all know we can break them down. I don't like the way this light just did. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, girl, it got me looking blurred. That guy. I don't know what's wrong with these lights. Anyway. We can break them down. And that's the thing too. We as women have to, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. But just like we speak life into our children, we have to speak life into our significant other. It goes both ways. But our men, they go out, they work, they feel some type of way or whatever. When they come home, we can't make them feel the exact same way that they felt or feel out there while they're working. So saying things like, you are an amazing man. Thanks for loving me despite of. You're wonderful. You're a great provider. Great friend, whatever, right? They want to hear it. They need to hear it. If my husband wasn't sitting right here, I would tell y'all that sometimes you got to treat him like you treat your own son. You got to pat him on the head and say, attaboy. You got to say, attaboy, attaboy, dad. Yes, that too. Tell them you appreciate them. They like them pats on the heads. They have to know that you appreciate them, that you think that they're wonderful. If you have boys and you know how we do our sons, y'all know how we do. We speak life in our boys, right? Well, it ain't no different, okay? It ain't no, right here. See, I ain't even have to say it, Tiara. See, you just saved me from putting my foot all in my mouth. Read what Tiara said right there, y'all. Right there. Read that loud and clear. You're going to have to come to the TV if you ain't there yet. Read that. I can't say it. I can't say it. Constantly, that part right there, constantly is a must. It's a must. It's just a must. But guess what? You will get something in return. Yeah, you will. She said, I don't have a degree in that. Thank you, say. Hey, relationship one-on-one. She said, I called my husband a whole B one time. Wait a minute. Hold on. Carmilla said, I called my husband a whole B one time. He was so mad. He didn't say anything for me for a few days. Did you call him a whole B? Not a half of one, not a little one. She said, I called him a whole B, child. My husband would be so mad if I did that. That would be so funny. Milan said, Camilla. Shame. Yeah, child. You know you're gonna be mad. Genuine Soul said, whoa. That is too funny. She said, more what you looking for, child. Listen. Look. What? Talanta? Oh my gosh. She said, I called my husband an ugly gremlin. What? Girl. So with y'all. What the hell did he say? Did you say an ugly gremlin? What did that joker say? You married him. How you gonna call him an ugly? Are y'all still together? She said an ugly gremlin. Oh my God. Child. Can't with you. I can't with y'all. Lord Jesus, she ain't say an ugly gremlin. What did he say to you, Talonda? What did he say back? I know he probably like, what? You call me a what? Oh my God. She said, QC said the term wet noodle fell out of my mouth once. I got the silent treatment for a week. Did you? Lord Jesus, help me out, Lord. Help me out. You call him a wet noodle. I know my husband looking at me like, what the hell are you laughing? Y'all gonna make me have a heart attack. Wet noodle. Where'd you get that from, girl? We got women calling their husbands a whole bee, wet noodles, ugly gremlins. I mean, I call mine a mofo, okay? But I ain't say mofo. I said the real word, Lord Jesus. Oh my gosh, she said wet noodle. Juicy cutting up, child. Juicy, you ain't married no more. She said, "Limp dingy, dingy lingy, ding a lingy lingy." Oh my God. Y'all funny. Oh my gosh. She said, nope. I said, you ain't married no more. Audience, she was like, nope. Well, I wonder why. Hey, to this day, QC, I am sure he still remember those words. He probably like, that girl, that QC I was with called me a limp, wet noodle. She said I had a limp dingy. Oh my God. Oh my God. She said, I ain't like him no way. I ain't even like him no way. She said the B word will make the world stand still and much like a Beyonce concert. Wait a minute, hold on, read it again. She said the B word will make the world stand still and mute like the Beyonce concert. Yeah, it will, honey. They get hot, child. Child, you call them one of them. They get hot, honey. They don't like it. They don't like it, honey. She said, I never said it again. I apologize later. Okay, honey. She called, why you call him an ugly gremlin, though? What did he do to be called an ugly gremlin, child? Now, if he would have turned around and called you that, what would you would have done? She said, I called my child's father a blind-eyed bastard. Why blind-eyed? Why blind-eyed? Hey, I guess when you mad, you just whatever, right? But you got to be careful. If you want a healthy relationship, you got to be careful with them name calls. For real, child. They don't forget it, and neither are you. It's not going to be forgotten, but you got to ask for forgiveness if you do. Because if not, child, it's going to weigh on their heart. They're going to think about that. Mm-hmm. Yep. She said, I was embarrassed to say mine. But hey, what'd you call him, Deborah? What'd you call him? She says, I have called him a bitch and ugly before, but that was years ago. We used to be toxic. So y'all not no more? Did y'all take it off the table and establish some boundaries? Y'all establish some boundaries. You got to take that name calling off the table, for real. The name calling has to be taken off the table, because then when you start hitting real low, that's when you start. So the toxic can become abusive. Well, toxic is abusive hand in hand, but it can become more abusive, physically abusive. It can lead to that name calling, that toxicity in that relationship. It can turn very, poison. It can really kill the relationship, for real. Yes, thank you, Tiara. Right there. Thank you, baby girl. Ooh, Lord, I know I love y'all. It creates resentment. And then when you start resenting each other, can't stand each other, You don't want to support each other no more. You become jealous of each other. Be in competition with each other. Yes. Resentment turns to what? Hate. And that's what we're seeing playing out right now, y'all. It turned to resentment. And that resentment turns to hate. You do not want to be in a marriage with somebody that you hate. You don't. That resentment, I'm telling you, if you don't get a hold of your toxic relationship, it ain't gonna last. You might as well just say, the fuck with it, the hell with it. It's done. You might as well say it, it's done. Throw your hands up and try again with somebody else. Because once it get ugly, it can be ugly. But once it get ugly to the fifth power and start turning to resentment and then the hate, you might as well just give it up. The only person going to be able to fix it at that moment is the Lord. For real. And that's going to take, he going to have to. That's going to take some work. That's going to take some work. Don't let it get so bad before you start trying to change it around. Then it's going to become resentment, hate, then physical. Ooh, Lord. And you don't want to become physical. That's why there's a whole lot of people in prison right now, right? What's the name of that show? Snapped. But guess what? That snap, all these name calling, right? All that stepping outside the boundaries, disrespecting each other and all that type of stuff. All that stuff was done before they snapped. You better believe it. That all happened before snap. You don't want to end up on snap. I don't know if I spoke on that one. Respect. That's a big one. Respect. You have to respect each other. And that goes along with the name calling and, belittling, downgrading, just being disrespectful, period, right? Disregard a person's feelings, I used to, long time ago, of course, I used to get mad when my husband would say, "Where you going?" We weren't even married then. We were still just dating. She said, "Okay, Amor, I digress." But I said, he said, "Where you going?" I said, "Why you asking me where I'm going? Don't be questioning where I'm going, right?" Because I don't know. I thought that that was being controlling if a man knew your every move, right? Like I said, this was a long time ago. Whatever. I had to learn. But he said, "Where you going?" And I said, "Don't question me where I'm going. You being controlling. You trying to control me." Right? So I called myself and tell my friend girl, that he up here asking me where am I going. And I told him off. And I said this, that, and the other. And she said, "Amor, girl, you ain't trying to be in no relationship with that attitude. You need friends like that. You need friends like that, right?" She said, "You ain't trying to be in no relationship with that attitude right there." I said, "What you mean?" Because I thought I did some big shit. I thought me saying, "Girl, I checked him at the door, telling him don't question where I'm going." Right? She said, "You ain't trying to be in a relationship like that. What's wrong with you?" You up here telling him, "Don't ask me where you going." She said, "That's respect. Out of respect, you let him know where you're going." I said, "What?" She only a few years older than me, right? Not that much. I said, "What?" She said, "Amor, yes. That's respect. You tell him where you're going. If something happened to you and he don't know where you are, then what?" I was like, "Well, damn. I didn't look at it like that." She says, "Well, you need to. You trying to be in a relationship." I said, "Well, damn. I felt kind of bad, but I had to fix it." I was like, "Well, I was wrong." So I had to start telling him where I'm going. Now, respect. Gotta respect him. He need to respect you too. Yes, child. Somebody said he played too so much and hit me on the forehead off guard. What? Wait a minute, hold on. He played so much and hit me on the forehead off guard. Oh, is that why you call him the name? Child, tell him to keep his hands to himself now. Keep your hands to yourself. Yes, respect. That's right, baby girl. Right there. Big letters. RESPECT. Both of y'all show each other respect. And you know what? We ain't going to get off into it, but I just want to bring it up. That was one of the main things that was missing in our dear friend Brianna's relationship. They both lacked respect for each other. They did. Now, they may have early on respected each other, but that changed, honey. They lost respect for each other. Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. Once the respect is gone, that's it. Respect is huge. Respect, being kind, being nice, being considerate is huge in a relationship. Huge. You have to consider his feelings. He has to consider your feelings. You got to be kind. You got to be nice to each other. And guess what? It ain't no switch the button. It's practice. And it's coming from within. You got to mean it. You got to mean it, but it's practice. And there's nothing wrong with practicing being kind and being nice. If you want someone to be kind and nice to you, you have to be kind and nice to them. It ain't no one-sided. Yeah, how you say your name again? Is it Eagle or Lagal? I think it's Lagal. That's right. Hey, Lagal. She said empathy. You got to have empathy for one another. You do. Now, empathy and sympathy is two different things. Empathy is caring about somebody's feelings, caring how they feel about it. Yeah. It's a little different. A lot different than having sympathy. She said, right or more, we cannot disrespect our marriage or relationship. That's right. It's huge. Very, very huge. She says, who do you think set the tone for the relationship? You want me to be honest? I'm going to say the man. And let me tell you why. And the reason why I say the man is because the woman, we go in already all mushy and gushy, wanting to do every damn thing right, wanting to do that song. What's that song called? Cater to Our Man. What is it? Cater to You, Cater to Our Man by Destiny Child. Hold on a second, baby. Can you turn that light on for me right there, please? Thank you. We go into relationships already wanting to be mushy, gushy, and in love, wanting to give our all, wanting to pour over our cup. And then we get our pinky toe stepped on. We get our pinky toe stepped on. And once you step on our pinky toe, we start showing out. So as far as who set the tone, the man. Because if he good to us, we're going to be good to him. But once he start acting shaky and flaky and fakey, then here we go. Here we go. Because what we going to do? We're going to show them better than we can tell them. That's how we act. Y'all know it. We're going to show them better than we can tell them. Oh, you want to do this, huh? Oh, you want to act like this? Oh, that's how you feel? Oh, that's what you mean? We're going to show them better than we can tell them. Then it goes tumbling down. Miss Brooklyn Girl said, I had to learn to apologize, even if I felt I was right. Learning to acknowledge his feelings and sensitivity. I didn't always have to lead and be strong. Took me to almost losing my marriage to learn. Woo, girl, child. Ain't nothing wrong with apologizing. But he need to learn to apologize too. But ain't nothing wrong with apologizing. But what makes them become so mean and grouchy after so many years, no matter how nice you say things? Maybe because they might be a little bored. Gotta switch things up. You know? And they grouchy because you ain't told them that hurt your feelings. You ain't completely vulnerable. Being grouchy and saying mean things to you, they do it because they know they can get away with it. Because that's one thing that I'm a firm believer of. Your man will treat you the way you allow him to. Y'all don't like to hear it. But we are responsible for the way our men treat us, not at the beginning, but ultimately. Because like I said the other day, if you stay with him treating you like that, you just told him it was okay. You gave him permission. But you got to be vulnerable. You can't tell your girlfriend you don't like it, but he don't know it. You got to let him know. I don't like it. I don't like it, and some changes has to be made. I cannot and will not stay in a relationship where I am disrespected and treated badly. No matter how much I love you, I'm going to love myself enough to not put up with your foolery. Now, if you want to go get it together and come back, then we can have a conversation. Maybe, because I don't do take backs. That's just me. Some of y'all might do that, though. I don't do take backs. Because I'm going to give you a chance to get it together. I'm going to give you a chance. Maybe we go to coaching, counseling, whatever. I'm going to give you a chance. But then when you still don't get it right, that means you don't want to do that, okay? A person do what they want to do. If they want you, they're going to make the changes. Oh, but they are. It ain't going to be overnight. But you're going to see them a little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. Yeah. Over the months and years, you're going to see a big difference. You're going to be able to look back like, good Lord, I'm married to a whole nother person. But if they ain't making the necessary changes, you got to make that hard decision. You have to make that hard decision and say, I love myself more. I love myself more. I will not be degraded. My last relationship, first of all, we've been divorced over 20 years. We don't hate each other. But I wasn't going to stay. I had a baby. I left my ex-husband when my daughter was 4 months old. There's a lot of women out there who would have never done that. 4 months old. But I kept, saying, stop calling me the B word. I'm nobody's bitch. I used to say, this is the last bitch I'm going to be. I found myself saying that like 20 more times. This your last time calling me a bitch. You're not going to say that to me. Stop talking to me that way. I mean, goddamn, how many times you got to tell somebody that? I'm not going to be disrespected. I was young, though. I was in my damn 20s, y'all. 20s. So I put up with a lot more stuff then than I would now. Shit, I'm 50. I damn sure ain't putting up with that shit now. But in your 20s, yeah, you put up with some shit. You do. Some people in their 30s. Some people might in their 40s. But when you turn 50, you ain't putting up with the shit no more. I'm letting you know. Some people ain't putting up with it in their 40s. Some people not. But when you keep telling somebody, stop talking to me that way. Stop getting mad and saying those type of things to me. I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. They know that's all you're doing is talking. They think, oh, you're just talking. You're just talking. You're just talking. You're just talking. Yeah. Now, even though I ain't gonna lie, I told y'all this. I didn't want a divorce at the time I filed. I didn't want a divorce. I thought me filing for a divorce was going to make them change. You know, some people do that. I'm a witness. That's why I say everybody that filed for a divorce don't necessarily want one. But I thought it was going to make them say, oh, shit, my bad. Let me change. Hell no. He said, well, fine. I was like, well, shit. It hurt. But he wasn't for me. We weren't supposed to be together because he would have continued to disrespect me more and more and more. But he was a Scorpio like me. Yeah. When you call a Scorpio's bluff, when you call a Scorpio's bluff, they're going to make you stand on it. You better believe that. They're going to make you stand on it. Y'all know, my Scorpios out there know they're going to make you stand on it. Him and I were both Scorpio. I filed it and he said, where do I sign? God damn it, where do I sign? We was divorced in less than a year. And I was like, damn. And I thought about it a little later and I said, damn, had I not filed, we would probably still be together. But I'm glad I did. Who want to be in a relationship with someone that want to disrespect you over and over and over again? I don't hate him. He just wasn't for me. I wasn't for him. We don't hate each other. We co-parent together quite well. Our child grown now though, but we joking, whatever, you know, whatever. I just recently unblocked his ass. I recently unblocked him. I had blocked for a good minute, maybe a year or so. But I just recently unblocked him. But we don't hate each other, never really hate each other. We had a lot of disagreements and fights in the first 3 years. But then, you know, we do what most normal co-parenting couples do when we get the fuck over it. You know what I mean? And we put the child first. She said, Scorpio in the building. Yeah, girl. Us Scorpios make you stand on that shit. You can't threaten us like you could threaten other people. Make threats all day long. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it. We're going to say, well, do it then. Do it. Do it. Double dog, triple dare you. Do it. Because I'm going to make you eat it. Y'all know y'all Scorpios be like, I'm going to make you eat it. But you gotta respect your partner. And if you want different in your relationship, if your partner is consistently disrespecting you and you want different, you gotta stop begging somebody to respect you. If you don't like being disrespected, then leave. I'm telling you, leave. No matter how much you love that person, no matter how many bills they paying for you. Now, if you want to continue to be disrespected, then you stay there, right? But after you didn't ask, beg, plead, went to counseling, coaching, talk to your pastor, your mama, your daddy, your sister, and your friend, and they still want to disrespect you, you need to leave. Period. You do not have to beat a grown person across the head to get them to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Because once you know your worth, once you love yourself and know your worth, you're not going to put up with it. Now, I'm not saying exit stage left the first time they do it, but you definitely need to say something about it. You will know, each individual will know when it's time to say deuces. I'm sick of this shit. You will know, because guess what? You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And once you become sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're going to throw the deuces. You're going to throw them. You know, some people say, I remember my grandmother saying, don't leave yet, baby. Don't leave yet, baby. Get your degree, baby. Finish your degree and get you a good job and then leave. I said, Grandma, I can't focus on I can't do nothing right. He was 10 years older than me. Every little thing I would do is say it was wrong. Why you gotta do like that? Why, oh my God. I couldn't do nothing right. You talking about controlling? Ooh, Lord. That man wanted to isolate me, control me. Ooh, Lord. He was a lot. He was a lot. He was fine though, y'all. But he was a lot. He was a lot. He messed with my mental. You hear me? I said, Grandma, I can't even focus on no degree under this roof. I can't do it. She said, baby, please get your degree. You don't want to be out there on welfare. You don't want to be out there struggling. Look at you. You got a nice house. Y'all got nice cars. Y'all live in nice neighborhoods, and your kids go to nice schools. Just stick with it for a little bit longer until you get on your feet. I said, Grandma, I can't. I'm being tortured in this house. Not really tortured, you know, not like physically tortured, but mentally tortured. I couldn't take it, y'all. I said, Grandma, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. My grandmother told me, and Lord rest her soul, and this ain't no hit against my grandmother. I love my grandmother. But my grandmother, because she old school, y'all. She old. Just understand that. Please understand she was old school. My grandmother died in 2010, and she was 94 years old, okay? She was 94 years old in 2010. But she told me, and I know she's probably listening to me now, Grandma. You know I love you. I love you, Grandma. But my grandmother told me, they either going to beat on you or cheat on you. You need to make up a decision of which one you're going to accept. I said, no, Grandma. I ain't accepting none of them. She said, well, I'm trying to tell you, they're going to do one or the other, and you got to accept one or the other. I said, no, Grandma, not me. I'm the youngest, right? I told y'all, I'm the youngest of 5 girls. 5 girls and 1 boy, and I'm the youngest. I said, no, Grandma, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't, Grandma. She said, I'm trying to tell you. You want to stay married? Yeah, Grandma, I want to stay married, but I'm not putting up with no cheating. And I wish a ninja would put his hands on me. Grandma, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it, Grandma. I can't do it. She said, well, baby, can you at least just get your degree first before you leave? I tried. I couldn't focus. Sometimes, let me tell you something. Sometimes when you in a badass relationship, you can't excel. Hell, your mind ain't even in the right place. Shit, you can't get through school. They trying to teach you history. They trying to teach you about the Revolutionary War, and you think about the fucking war in your own damn house. You can't, your mind ain't right. And my mind wasn't right. My mind wasn't right. She said, get your degree first. I said, Grandma, I can't even think straight, Grandma. I can't think straight. I can't do it. You feel like you're getting judged, right? You looked at side-eye, you're being called stupid and dumb. But you trying to go to school and learn something. How? You can't get the shit off your mind. So I said, Grandma, I'm about to break the rules, Grandma. I'm going to go against the grain. And whatever happens, Grandma, it's going to work out. But right now, I got to do something different, but I got to do this for me. So let me just see where it's going to go. So I filed for a divorce, right? He said, oh, you want a divorce? Yeah, I want a divorce because you won't do this, that. And he said, okay, well then let's get a divorce. So we got a divorce. My baby was 4 months old. 4 months old. Well, 4 months when when I filed and we separated. 4 months old. Was I scared? Hell yeah, I was scared. I was scared, y'all. I was scared. I said, damn, second failed fucking marriage. You know? My second failed marriage. What the hell is wrong with me? That's what I was thinking. What the hell is wrong with me? Shit. I messed up. That's what I was thinking. I messed up. I messed up. But when I tell you this, when I tell you things immediately start working in my favor. God didn't walk beside me. He didn't walk in front of me. He didn't walk behind me. When I tell you he picked me up in his strong arms and carried me for years, all because I said I'm done and I'm not about to be afraid of what? Was I scared? Yeah, I was. But then I was like, I ain't about to be afraid. I'm going to do it. And I did. He carried me, y'all. I'm telling you, I ain't going to get into all the details, but please know shit start working for me like this. Just working for me, working for me. And I just asked myself, damn. This what it took? I get a divorce and I elevate? Who gets a divorce and elevate, y'all? Who? But you never know. Sometimes you don't even know who you are until you make that move. Now, I don't advocate for divorce, but do I think that some divorces are necessary? Absolutely. Sometimes you are not operating at your own potential because of the marriage that you're in, because of the relationship that you're in. I wasn't operating at my full potential. You know, I got with a dude when I was 22 years old. He was 32, right? They like to tell you, you don't know nothing. You young. You ain't lived yet. You need to listen to me. I can take you places. I can show you things. I can teach you. So you rely on them and shit. Then you realize, wait a minute, I ain't learning shit. Stagnant. No, nothing. Some of these old, some, not all. Some of these, when you get into relationships, sometimes not all. Let me just say that again. With older people, they're gonna make sure you ain't learning what you're supposed to be learning. So then when you get out, you find, you know, somebody your age way more advanced than you, and you like, damn. So you wasn't gonna know. They kept you at a certain level on purpose. They didn't want you to go out there and know that you can be an entrepreneur, you can be a leader, you can be a motivator, you can inspire others. See, they saw that in you, but they weren't going to tell you that. They weren't going to help bring that out of you. They wasn't going to do that because they saw it in you and they know somebody else see it in you too. So they want to suppress. They want you to feel like you ain't got it. They want you to feel like you ain't worthy, honey. You ain't smart. You ain't intelligent. You ain't bright enough. They want you to feel that way. They want you to feel that everybody in the world think you dumber than dumb. Then you wonder, when you lead them, you like, damn, I'm smart. Yeah, you are. You've been smart. He wouldn't have married you, sis, if he didn't think that you were smart. He white, and that's what people need to understand. He wiped you for a reason. He wiped you for a reason. But then he gonna turn around and call you dumb, stupid. Ain't nobody gonna want you. That's all that is to make you think. I can't ever leave this relationship because ain't nobody else gonna want me. They make you feel less than. But you gotta get tired of being sick and tired of feeling low. You feeling low. You talking to your friends about it. You talking to your coworkers about it. You definitely don't like how it feels. But you ain't doing nothing about it by just staying there and putting up with it. You got to love yourself more. Right? It's only so many times you can tell somebody, this the last time you're going to get away with this. This the last time I'm going to deal with this. This the last time. Trust me, it be 20 times down the line and you still hollering, this the last time. Just like your child. When you tell your child, do it again, I'm going to spank your hand. They do it again. You don't spank them. You say, okay, do it again. I'm going to spank your hand. They do it again. You don't spank them. And it keeps going on and on and on. And guess why they keep doing it again? Because they know you ain't going to spank them. They already know you, mama. They already know you. They know it. That's why they did it again. Because they know you ain't going to do shit. So, sometimes we got to stop talking about it and be about it. But you have to make up in your mind and in your heart and say, you know what? Despite what may happen, I may have to end up on welfare temporarily, or I may have to work 2 jobs. I might have to hustle and bustle, right? I might have to beg, borrow from friends and families, whatever. I may have to do that, but it's only temporarily. But I'm going to make it, and I'm going to make it without being called dumb, stupid, illiterate. Ain't nobody going to want you, crazy. You know, they love calling us crazy. That's one of the first things they do, call you crazy. They want you to think that you mental. And goddamn it, you may even think you mental sometimes. You're like, goddamn, am I mental? Is it me? Yeah, you question yourself. Dang. Am I crazy? No, sis, you're not. They want you to believe that. You're not crazy. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're just not loving yourself enough. And that's why you stand in that situation. But once you start loving yourself enough, you ain't even going to take that. And they're going to know you ain't going to take that. Because they know when you serious and you say, you know what? You didn't call me that for the last goddamn time. I'm done. You can keep the house. You ain't fighting over shit either. When you done, you don't care who getting the wash and dryer, sis. When you done, damn that washer and dryer. That's how you feel. When you done, you like, I'll get another master bedroom set. Shit. You want the wash and dryer? What else do you want? You need the iron and the ironing board too. There you go. What else you want out of this motherfucker? Because do you want a house? You know what I'm saying? Now, let's not get ridiculous now. We ain't crazy. You know what I mean? But you ain't, like my daddy told me, he said, when you done, you will cut your losses. And in a relationship, you're going to lose anyway. No one wins. There is no winner. Don't ever let somebody tell you that there's a winner in a divorce or breakup. No one wins. It's a loss on both sides. A loss. Y'all that got to know each other, family members, each other kids and grandkids if you have them. Y'all, your friend, you friend with his friend, you friend with their wife or they whatever. It's a loss. It's a loss. All the way around is a loss. So I say from the beginning of the relationship, if you want it to be a healthy relationship, you have to nip shit in the bud early. Just like a disease, if you let it spread too far, it's going to take over the whole body. So if you let toxicity in your marriage or your relationship, if you let it spread too far, it's going to take over the whole relationship. You got to nip it in the bud early. You got to set those boundaries and do what? Stand on that shit. Stand on it. There's more, what they say, more fish in the sea. Trust me, it is. A lot of people say, oh, there ain't enough men out there. Yeah, the hell it is. Yes, it is. God damn it, it is. Every woman don't want to be married anyway. So there's a whole lot of men available. Yes, it is. Don't think, oh, there's not enough men in my city. Well, go to the next city. Goddamn. Listen. Stop thinking that your clock is running out. Stop thinking that you will never get in another relationship. I was told, ain't no man gonna want you. And I'm on my third marriage, okay? My third marriage. Stop being embarrassed about things that didn't work out in your past. Stop thinking it was you. And even if it was you, work on you. Do yourself a favor and work on you. But stop thinking that this is it for you. Especially on the account of him saying it. He said it because he knew that somebody would snatch you up quick, fast, in a hurry. That's why he told you that, sis. I'm telling y'all my experience. Y'all can, I'm sure everybody got their own experience, but I did not suffer not one day. God carried me the entire time. Actually, my life became better. I left that marriage and only had a GED, a general education. Now I'm a master graduate, retired captain, 6-figure nuker. I'm just saying. That was my experience. Everybody got any different experiences, y'all. Love yourself, set your boundaries, work on your relationship, work on your marriage, show vulnerability, be nice, be kind, be polite, respect each other. It can work. It can work. You can turn a toxic relationship around. Just like you can stop cancer, you got to stop the spread, you got to cut it out, and you got to throw it away. Because if you keep it in there, it's gonna spread all through your relationship. It ain't gonna be no damn good. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing else but toss it out. End it, cut it off. If toxicity has went all through your relationship, in, out, under, whatever the case may be, it's done. Y'all both get up every morning disrespecting each other, cussing each other out, have no regards to each other's feelings, cheating, hitting on each other and all that shit. Girl, walk out, child. Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. Just fucking throw the whole damn relationship away, okay? If you sitting up here wondering if he behind you, if he gonna knock you upside the head in the back of your head, girl, throw the whole damn relationship away. Ain't nobody got time to be wondering if you're gonna get hit today, tomorrow, the next day, or the next. Just throw the whole goddamn relationship away. If you walking on pins and needles around him and you scared to say shit because you don't want to bruise his fucking feelings and this, that, and throw the whole goddamn relationship away. Okay? Don't nobody need to be around here being scared in their own damn marriage or their own relationship. If I say something, he's going to knock the hell out of me. No. Throw the whole relationship away. And that goes both ways. That goes both ways. You should not be wondering when the next time he's going to haul off and hit you in your mouth. Just like Sandra said, life is too short for that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Pay your own bills. If it comes down to that, do what you got to do temporarily. I'm telling you, you rely on God, He's going to be there for you. But don't sit there for another day, sis, and let somebody put their hands on you, call you out your name, and you just say some shit like, oh, we just in our mutual argument. The hell? The hell? So, but if you like being treated like that, if you like being, disrespected, disregarded, degraded, beat on, threatened, kidnapped, if you like it, stay. But if you don't, throw deuces. Cut your losses, sis. Cut your losses. Don't worry about the bedroom set. Goddamn, get another one. I slept on an air mattress for 7 months. Yes, I did. An air mattress. But it was a nice one now, goddamn it. It was a nice one. Them big, nice king. No, it was a queen. It wasn't even a king. It was a queen size. Yes, your girl slept on an air mattress for 7 months. I did. Yes, the hell I did. An air mattress. Queen size. You couldn't tell me nothing, honey. That was my bed. Shit. That was my bed for 7 months. I slept on an air mattress. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I mean, my son kept saying, Mom, when we gonna get some furniture? We are one day. We are. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. So anyway, I just wanted to come tell y'all it is possible to have a healthy relationship. It is. And everybody's healthy relationship may look different, but it is possible to have a healthy relationship and even turn your toxic relationship around before it spread too far. It's like a cancer. You got to cut it out and toss it out. So if you are in a toxic relationship, cut it out. Toss that cancer out before it spread too far. Once it spread too far, it's done. You got to ask yourself, has it spread too far? Has this cancer in this relationship spread too far? So yeah, if you walking on pins and needles, you don't know if you say the wrong thing, he gonna punch you in your mouth. He gonna hit you in the back of the head. He gonna pick something up and throw it at your ass. You shouldn't have to live like that. I'll be damned if I live like that, because I'll be on snap for real. You shouldn't have to be in a relationship like that, sis. Or even my brothers. No one should have to live that way. You don't know. If I say this, shit, he might hit, or when I get home, I'm going to get it. Like you a child. Like he going to whoop your ass. And when you get home, I'm going to whoop your ass. If you living like that, sis, that ain't right. He ain't your daddy. He's not your daddy. Your daddy won't even tell you that. You know it. Your daddy ain't telling you when you get home, I'm going to whoop your ass, because you ain't no child. You are grown, sis. And if you love yourself, please don't let nobody put their hands on you. Come on, sis. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. Ever. No. No. That's not how it works. No, you don't put your hands on him, and he don't put his hands on you, or even threaten to put his hands on you. And he said, I'm going to punch you in your mouth if you say something again. Honey, sis, the cancer has spread. It's spreading. You say something again, I'm going to punch you in your mouth. That's cancer, sis. That is cancer, sis. That's cancer. That's cancer. No threats. Punch you in your mouth. I wish you might, because you're going to get a Scorpio that's going to say, do it then. Do it. Do it. Do it. Somebody's going to get in trouble. You know what I mean? I love y'all. I hope y'all learned something from this. Tomorrow is Thursday. What I got lined up for Thursday, I don't know. I'll let y'all know, okay? It's been real. Y'all know I love y'all. Those that are still supporting me despite this damn LaTruth saga, I love all y'all, okay? Hit that like button on your way out, the thumbs up, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Bye.